What is going on, everybody? We are back on Attack on Titan Season 4, Part 2, Episode 9, I think. Regardless, we have, I want to say, including this episode, 4 left? I don't know if that's true, but, yeah, I actually think it is just 4 left. And also, I think, I don't know if you know, I found out a couple weeks ago that next week there is no Attack on Titan episode. I think there's like a break week for something that, you know how they have things on Japanese television and things get bumped around. So we don't have an episode next week. So after that, we've got 3 episodes left. And did we get confirmation? Are they just going to do a movie? Are they going to do a part 3? I don't know if we've gotten final confirmation on that. We'll see. Last episode, we ended off with this group of Avengers finally deciding to go stop Eren. Now, the question is stopping Eren siding you with Marley? Because, like I've been saying, you can shit on Zeke's plan of, you know, castrating Eldians. You can shit on Eren's plan of stomping out the world. But what's your plan then? What's no one's presented an alternative option. Armin was under the impression that he was just gonna, you know, take out the Marleyan forces of the Arm, but that doesn't. He declared war on the world. Just because he goes and tramples over maybe what they might have set up in Marley doesn't mean the rest of the world is not going to try to avenge or eventually come over and take. So Armin can't be that naive and think that was just gonna be it, right? The world is afraid of you, and Eren put that on full effect. So everyone's shitting on these ideas. I haven't heard of a better alternative. So we'll see what happens. Also, we did this last week. As you're seeing this video, if you've made it to this point, the video's live. We have a poll on the YouTube community page. We're voting on a manga, our very first time reading a brand, probably fresh new manga. We did the Hunter x Hunter post-anime to wherever the chapters got to. That seemed like always a good time. People really enjoyed kind of the live reads. So we're going to bring that back again. I have, I think, like 4, 5, 6 options, however many options YouTube lets you choose. And you guys vote. I'll probably leave that up until Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. So got a couple days to get your votes in. I took your guys' suggestions, put them in a poll. I think we got like Berserk, Jujutsu, Tokyo Ghoul, King, just a bunch of stuff on there. You guys vote. And besides that, I think that's it. We'll see. I'm just curious, like, if they stop him, then what? They're going to have to kill him to stop him, or do they think they can talk him out of it? But even if they talk him out of it, then what? I don't know. I'm curious, like, okay, you stop him, then what? We'll see. Pressing play right now. So this is what we're seeing prior to Peak coming and gulping, Do you believe in that enough to kill him? Would Mikasa kill him? That's the question. Are you prepared to kill him? Because you're going to have to go that far. Correct! So, no one's presented me a better option. But you're still always under threat. Yes. No, nobody has an answer, it seems. Yeah, you're just pushing the can down the road. Oh, wow. She's getting that Erwin shot. Remember, he's standing on that mountain of bodies? Now she's getting that. You want to talk about a mind-blowing spot? Remember when we first saw Zeke and he was, like, commanding those Titans, like, go, don't go, go, don't go? Night of the End, episode 84. Oh, was that the opening? We're not getting an opening. I don't think we are. You stop Eren, then what? So you delay it, the world still is going to hate you. They're still going to come after you. What do you buy time for? 2 years? 4 years? What are we... So you're choosing them over us? Like, what if we stop Eren and they just come and wipe us out? It's like... What? Then what? I don't... no one's presented any solution. We've seen how he acts around Gabby and Falco and how he cares for them, and I feel like he just tells himself a lot of things. Yeah, you said you're gonna stop him, but are we having the real conversation? Like the real conversation. Are you prepared to kill him to stop him? Is the question. Yep. She thinks she can talk no jutsu her ass out of this. She's gonna hit him with that Naruto power of friendship. Armin, you're not that ignorant. You're not going back to this again. Of like, oh, we can do it, we can talk him. Yep. If they go for the kill shot on Eren, they will try to stop them from doing that. Ooh, let's do it. I'm not a Mikasa fan. Kill her, Annie. Take her out. Put her down. You've been resting for a long time. You need to stretch them tight limbs out. Are you prepared to make these tough decisions? Like Armin and Mikasa, we can't be just these. We can't still have our heads in the dirt, thinking that we're just gonna be able to like, Eren, remember the good days, or Eren, we can do this, or Eren, there's another way. Sometimes people just straight up say no. Then what do you do? I don't know. Yep, Armin has blood on his hands as well. Individual civilians as well. Do they know what happened to Marco? Do they actually know what happened to Marco? Because these two do. Those two know exactly what happened to Marco. The problem is, this is great that they're airing all this out. But you're acting like you can just take this to the rest of the world and we're all just going to be able to sit around a fire and agree when we're not. Bro, Reiner's been wanting to die. Reiner's been wanting to die. Now he's over here kicking little kids and shit. He needs to walk a lap. Let that man just take a lap real quick. Magath is the one over here. I wonder if he sees Gabby and Falco as like his actual kids. Like, I don't know if he has a family or anything, but I wonder if he thinks of those two as like his daughter and son, really. And just tells himself, you know, he has to tell himself like the military line of like, they're devils, 2,000 years of history, this is why we do this, blah, 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 yada, yada. But he at least for Gabby, he really cares for her. A lot. I don't know if he used to have a daughter or what. They wanted to capture her, right? Oh my god, that man Flock. He's a top 5 character, and I will hear nothing different. Since there was no opening, it makes me think there's an after credit, because it's still the same length. Is there none? Oh, there is none. Okay, I guess we got extra time for the episode then. Yeah, no after credit. Ooh, preview. It sucks that it's going to be a couple weeks without getting an episode. But as I was trying to say there, while we're like, you know, trotting along, you know, to get down there, do we want to take Falco through some Titan exercises? Because a little kid isn't going to offer us much, but him in his Titan form can. He doesn't really know anything about it. So I'd love to just see some practice with at least getting him to transform down. So I'm trying to think right there in our group. We have Peek's cart, Reiner's armor, Annie's female, Armin's colossal, in Falco's jaw. And then Zeke, we still don't know his current status, but he's got to be somewhere making. He actually has to be making physical contact with Zeke, and well, Eren has to be making physical contact with Zeke somewhere, so he's there, along with Eren's Warhammer that he has inside of him, his Attack Titan that he has inside of him, and his Founding that he has inside of him. So essentially, those all count as one. 1v5, you'd be like, oh yeah, we'll take that group of 5. Add in the security unit that is a million colossals in, it doesn't seem so great, you know? So I'm curious here, because the conflict that looks like they're going to run into, whether it's at the beginning of the next episode, middle, the end, they're going to have to kill those Jaegerists, their own island brother Eldians, to get through. Are they prepared to do that? Sure. I mean, Mikasa and Jean and Magath might not mind slicing some of them up, but like Hange and Armin, we're gonna kill our own? I know it's easy to paint the Jaegerist as a picture of like, oh, that's just FLOCH. Everybody hates FLOCH. He's an asshole. Yeah, kill him so we can get over there. But like, there's other guys in that unit that might be on the fence about it, that might be a little more easy personality wise than FLOCH, that like, are they prepared to take them out? Are you prepared to kill your own people to stop somebody fighting for your people that might end up down the road of your people still getting killed? And that's what I'm saying. So they have the discussion there at the beginning of the episode, and I was kind of waiting for that. It was still very, very raw, left unanswered conversation of, okay, we stop Eren, then what? His power transfer, his power's gonna split. Like, he's got multiple Titans in him. That's gonna split those. All those powers could go to the people on the mainland. It could go to people on the island. Like, you have no idea where those powers will split, because I doubt he's gonna freely give himself up. So you guys are gonna have to feed him to somebody, and then it's like, will that somebody have the same conviction? Are you gonna feed it to somebody along Historia's line? But then it's like, okay, they're of royal blood, and like, is the actual Ymir gonna make the exception again to help that one? Are they even going to be able to, because it's just a sloppy mess. So say you stop him, hold him captive for 4 years, but then what? Hanji made the claim of like, well, the scare that the rumbling should give the people, just being able to see it, might buy us a little bit of time. Time for what, though? If anything, that will make me more paranoid of like, okay, they wait a year or two, and they're gonna come in full force. Like, they've done it. They thought they were under the impression of the rumbling before, and they sent Titans over there. But this time, you can maybe say they won't have a Reiner or an Annie to carry out the infiltration plan, but the world's just going to bring the forces to the shores. And I don't know. But again, you didn't like Zeke's plan, you don't like Eren's plan, you want to stop Eren, but you haven't given me an alternative to... And then Hanji kind of said it there, the people that have been killing us will basically do this because we don't agree with genocide to protect them. But what about if... Because I doubt that's how the story's going to end. They stop Eren and the world comes and wipes us out. It's just not going to go that way. I don't know how this story ends. Because they have that nice little like kumbaya moment around the campfire of... But everybody at that campfire is an Eldian. Minus, the side characters of Yelena and Magath and Onion Capone and whatever you want to say. But everyone like connecting and having heart-to-hearts there. They're all Eldians. So if you think you can sit around a table with world leaders and they're just gonna agree or see your side after what Eren did when basically the world was watching, is just not gonna happen. So I'm all for like anti-genocide. I agree that that's probably not the way, but I agree with what he's doing because no one's presented me a alternative. And then, if you haven't presented me the alternative, the choice is them or us. If we don't do it to them, they're going to do it to us. They have been doing it to us, and they'll continue to do it to us, and they probably want to do it to us more now than they ever did before after what we did to them on the mainland. So it's unfortunate, but I think it just has to be done. If you don't like that, do you want to stop it and go back to Zeke's plan? Okay, you don't like Zeke's plans. What do you want to do? Try to sit down? No one's going to listen. I don't know. And it's very interesting to me how naive Armin and Connie and Mikasa were made to seem like, oh no, don't worry, we'll stop him. We'll do it. You know, we can talk him out of it. We'll do it. And then everybody kept trying to, not everybody, but the point that kept trying to be hammered by Annie is like, okay, but what if you can't? What if you can't stop him by reasoning? Can you kill him? And, you know, Mikasa doesn't want to hear that shit. Armin puts his head down because he doesn't want to think about it. He's like, I know Eren, he'll fight for us, he'll fight for us. And then he kind of felt vindicated there when he saw the rumbling flip. He's like, I knew it, Eren was for us. And then you saw how, like, extreme it got. And we saw, I think it was 2 episodes ago, that Armin's like, I don't know this Eren, and he's a lost cause, we just got to worry about ourselves. So he went from like, you thought he was always fighting for you, you know, believe in it and believe in it. Now he's a lost cause. Now don't worry, we can talk him out of it. I don't know. I don't know if it was Annie or who said it, but a man that decides that worldwide genocide is the answer, I don't think is just going to agree to, you know what, that's bad, I'll stop. I don't know. We got a lot of build up there. We'll kind of wait and see how it plays out, and go from. I mean, these last couple Attack on Titan episodes have been really just character building and character development there. I would have loved to see the Annie Mikasa throwdown. Mikasa probably does end up winning, especially being like around all the trees and stuff. But I would like to see those two fight. I think the most even fight you can have between those two is just them in pure human form, no weapons. Annie can't transform. Mikasa gets no ODM gear, no thunder spears, no nothing. Like, we're just throwing hands. I think I give that to Annie. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Annie dot her up and give her the shits, but we'll never we'll never actually see that. And if they go in Titan form, as like great as Annie is, we've Mikasa and Levi are just busted with the ODM gear, so it probably wouldn't be much of a thing there. But and then seeing Marco's like reveal that, because you didn't know you needed that, but it's also another thing. Like, yeah, actually, nobody truthfully knows what happened to him. We just all, I mean, the two, Reiner and Annie, did, but we just chalked it up to, you know, he was eaten as a Titan, found his gear. We never saw him, so he's clearly dead. But to bring that to light is wild. And Maggot, yeah, I don't believe Maggot believes in it. I feel like he wants to. I feel like he's in that, like, those Gabby stages of, like, he wants to believe what he's saying, like, oh, they're devils, you know, 2,000 years, what can we do? I think he sees those two as like his children or something, like that's all he has left type stuff. So, like, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Maggot gives his life to save those two from a Colossal, from a Marleyan soldier, from anything, you know. So we'll see how it goes from there. I appreciate it, everybody. Remember, the poll is up for a manga if you want to go ahead and vote on that. We'll go from there. Any interaction is always appreciated. Like, share, subscribe, and as always,